on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland. Dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound.
Yo, this your boy Thorough, and it's the My Dogs podcast where my opinions are just my opinions. I got my great guest, Coach. What's going on, baby? How you been? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm happy to come in from the bullpen for my son. He down there watching LeBron get the belt from the Cavs tonight. So I'm glad to sit in and let's talk some football.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry. How's your day? How's your day? How's your day been?
You know what? It's good.
It's
going
good.
through a little transition right now, and also they threw another football game on me, so I was somewhat surprised. I'd already had the guys turn in their equipment, but the Senate has something called the Senate Classic, and so we got tabbed to play in this game. So I had to give all the equipment back. And we've been practicing for the last 3 days. So we play on Friday, and our season will be over after that. So, trying to go out on a winning note.
Okay, but I mean, is that a good accomplishment? Is that that they invited y'all in there, or what? How that?
Yeah. There's a trophy involved. There's some bragging rights and stuff like that. So it's a revenge game for us. We're playing John Adams. They got on us 24-0 earlier in the season. So
okay.
So it's a good time to come out and let's see if we can do something on Friday.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. let's talk about last Sunday.
All right.
What's your thoughts? What is your thoughts on? I'm just gonna throw it all out there. What's your thoughts on Jameis Winston's first start as a Cleveland Brown, our new play caller, and Ken Dorsey, and just the we got our linebacker, just the offense and the defense. And what did you take from that game? How did you what did you think about it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, whatever prayers Jameis said,
Mm-hmm.
whatever encouragement that he got from above, it helped.
Yeah.
He was extremely blessed because he should have thrown at least 3 picks.
Yes.
But they fell on the ground, which was a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I think him being in the game and being able to control it, and the running game wasn't great, but it was good. It was better.
Yes.
I think that helped a lot because with the little bit they were able to do, they were able to get some play action, be able to take it down the field. That's Jameis' strong suit. And
Mm-hmm.
so it all kind of worked for the betterment of the offense, even though it was still Stefanski-ish in a way. Um, you can turn it into a spread all you want to. It's still
Yeah.
a Stefanski type offense.
He's feeling this Stefanski.
It worked. It worked. I think it helped the defense out tremendously. They didn't have to spend all that time on the field, and they needed that energy to chase Lamar Jackson and the King around a little bit
Yeah.
because they was gonna wear them out if they had to stay on the field any longer than what they did.
Okay, now before, can you still say looked at Stefanski-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Is that play calling or the plays? Before I get, and then wait a minute, I'm sorry. And how do you feel about? Because I'm leading up to a question. How do you feel about Ken Dorsey calling plays?
I'm gonna take the second one first.
Okay.
From what I saw this past weekend, it was a good start for Dorsey. I need to see some consistency from him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was his issue in Buffalo. There was no reason to run him out of Buffalo unless it was a consistency issue. He had all the tools, he had everything that he needed around him. Dorsey was bought in to kind of tell some of those things into Stefanski's offense. So of course it's going to look like a Stefanski offense. It's out of a spread.
Mm-hmm.
You can just look at it, just see how and the ball is going downfield now. It's not dink and dunk, shorter and mid-range routes. They're not afraid to get it down the field. Now, the only question that I have is the offensive line got changed up again a little bit with Dewan moving over to left tackle.
Yep.
And then just having all the other pieces in place.
Yes.
They looked a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a hindrance? How much of that was a hindrance to Deshaun Watson, or was he actually holding the ball just way too long? That was a debate that a lot of people had.
Yes.
Jameis got the ball. Jameis got the ball out of his hand, and I think that made the offensive line look a lot better. They were a lot fresher as the game went on. They could focus on the run blocking. It wasn't a lot of breakdown in that area, so it was a much cleaner performance than what we had seen any time this season.
Okay, now my question I was leading up to was because I know you wasn't a real big Stefanski, Ken Dorsey guy, and like how you say you still want to see it, but and you say yes, it's going to look a little bit like Kevin Stefanski because it's Kevin Stefanski's playbook and it's Ken Dorsey's playbook put together. But my question is, when Kevin Stefanski is calling plays, sometimes or most of the time, half of the time during the game, we're like, why did he call that? Why did he call that? Was there any of those moments last week where you're like, Coach, what was you thinking?
Yeah, there's always going to be those moments in the game. I think that what helps Dorsey and most signal callers, I don't like signal callers that are on the ground.
Okay.
Because in the NFL, college, and even some high school programs, the eyes in the sky, you can see a lot more. There's a lot more information to process. What Stefanski is able to do, what he has been able to do in the past, getting that information while he's on the ground and being able to call the play, is actually really good. But the fact of the matter is, when you have eyes in the sky, you can process the information better, see the formations better, and then you're able to do more things. So I like that aspect of it, and I would like to see how it would progress moving forward.
Yeah, because I'm just me personally, and we played a clean game. I didn't see no. I mean, not besides the interceptions he always threw, but I'm talking about just the play calling, the runs, and all that stuff. I was cool. I was cool with him calling the plays. Even if we had won or lost, I was cool with him calling plays. I wouldn't be like, oh man, he can't run this offense. He ran a good offense. And a question I want to ask you is, I know Nick Chubb is just coming back. He's nursing his injury, but Foreman, he been running that ball. He been breaking. He been breaking.
I think they found a nice combination between Chubb and Foreman. Foreman actually looked like how Kareem Hunt did when he first came in. I like to see him catch the ball, something, see what he looked like in space. But that off tackle, right in between the tackle, right between the 3 and the 4 holes, that's his thing. Now, Chubb, as far as Chubb was concerned, we're starting to see flashes. Him being able to cut, it's a confidence thing for him. And he had a couple of runs there where we started to see a little bit of the old Chubb. It'll be interesting to see what he'll look like in 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, now tell me what you think about these two comments. This guy, he's really not a big Watson fan, so he said we finally got us a real quarterback. Can you touch on that one first before I touch on it?
I've always said that the system that Deshaun Watson runs is not the system for him. That's no fault if he is.
Yes.
People who are angry with Deshaun Watson really should be angry with the Haslams, Andrew Berry, whoever it is. They're the ones who put him in this system because the player is programmed to take the money. Okay, so he gets a lot of flack for taking the money. Would you not take the money? That's the question we need to ask.
I ain't gonna go in that bad.
Okay, so we have to hold those people accountable. Now, did we want him to play better? Sure. But things being as they are, we can't worry about him now. 4 is down. 4 is down for a considerable part of time. We don't have to worry about him no more.
Yeah.
Let's focus on what we have here, and then when he re-enters the conversation, let us look at it for what it is. And I guarantee you he'll be a different quarterback because these injuries and everything else that's come on him is going to change him. It's going to have to. And let's see what he turns into after that.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm a Florida State fan, so I'm not going to go too bad on Jameis Winston. I really ain't going to say too much. Nothing that you haven't said already or I haven't said. Because he said we finally got let's put it back up there. Where you go? A real quarterback. Finally got a real quarterback. I love Jameis Winston. I'm a Florida State fan, but guess what? Is a real quarterback that should have thrown 3 picks. We ain't got a real quarterback. We ain't got a real quarterback. We got somebody. We got us another Flacco. We got us another Band-Aid. We got another Band-Aid. We ain't got no real quarterback.
He is a serviceable NFL quarterback that can win you a game. He might be able to even carry you through a season. He's had some good seasons. He's just interception prone. That's all that it is.
Yes.
When he's in a groove and he's firing away, Jameis looks great.
Yes.
When he starts throwing interceptions, he throw them in by the bunches. So, So you gotta live with that.
Yeah, he ain't scared to throw that thing.
Yep.
And sometimes I don't know where he throwing them to.
Yeah,
I mean, like that one that would have ended the game. Like, I mean, what happened? How did you lose that ball and you floated? Man, that should have been game over. It should have been
scared the mess out of me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a long 3 seconds that him bobbling. I'm like, oh man. Wait a minute, what he saying? Hey, a real quarterback though. Yeah, I mean, yes. I just think that the pressure. Deshaun Watson loved to throw down the field. That's the one thing that you got that you that you missing on Watson. He loves to throw down the field. But he said he's trying to change his game up. He said he always try to look for the long ball, but this year he's working on. He don't care about stats. He only wanted the 5 and 10, whatever it took. The same way how he beat Baltimore last year. He said whatever it takes to win again. He said he ain't thinking about him and his stats. That's why he loved to throw the long ball, and now he's trying to work on a new game, and maybe that's why this year looked at the way this year looked, because he's trying not to always throw the ball down the field and we go 3 and out. I don't know, but he has some accuracy problems. Winston was putting that ball out there, and that one that Elijah Moore, man, him and Elijah Moore and Tillman, they got some good connection. What you think about the wide receivers connection with Winston in one game?
I think what you saw is that chemistry between the second string quarterback and a couple guys that have been running second string at times. So Cedric Tillman, I expect for him to look better, because now he got somebody that he's used to having the ball thrown to all the time. Elijah Moore, these other guys, the release of Winston makes a difference. He got a lot more zip on the ball. The ball is coming out quicker. It could be a decision-making thing, but I just think the velocity, the overall thing, I just think that's what helped them more than anything else on this past Sunday.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, I love Winston. I do not want to talk about our Browns quarterbacks, but people I just think they just got to chill. If our defense wasn't playing the way they was playing, Flacco wouldn't have got all those wins, and we won the one yesterday. We shut down King Henry. We shut down Lamar Jackson. He started running and all that stuff. I said it wasn't. I said it wasn't no bad play. Yes, Ken Dorsey blew the game. Well, I ain't gonna say he blew the game, but yes, he did do one. Going into halftime, what was he thinking about? Keep trying to be aggressive and have Winston go down the field, where Winston ended up fumbling the ball and we end up giving him 7 points. What did that? Yeah, you said
that's that consistency.
There you go.
That's the consistency issue. You're putting your man in a spot to make a bad play.
Facts.
All you got to do is hand the ball off or take a knee. Whatever you got to do, something simple. I understand the aggressiveness. He was feeling it. He wanted to take it down the field. Okay, fine. But you ain't have to chance nothing right then.
Yeah.
Didn't have to.
I mean, why didn't he just run the ball and go to halftime? And we get the ball back after half.
That's why I said it's a consistency issue.
Yeah.
I don't think Stefanski called that. I'll put it that way.
when we already know who called it, because we got a new play caller. Now I wonder if Stefanski talked to him at half, like, hey man, why you call that play, or why they on there? What was going on? But no, I think Stefanski gave him that because after he didn't made that fumble, we came back out and we passed again.
You know what? But you know what? That's all right. You know what? Sometimes, you got to show trust. And let's be honest. Everybody's job is on the line.
Yes.
So if this dude flames out, it's easy to move on to the next guy, or he take his play calling back or whatever when it's all said and done. So he got to give him some rope. If he does well, then it's for the benefit of everybody. But if he doesn't do well, Dorsey is out, we back to square one.
Yeah, now I understand being aggressive. I understand it, and the way we was playing, I understand it. But with our line, and after you just fumbled, I can't be aggressive. I can't give them 14 or 10 easy points on their side of the field. No, me personally. So you feel you still can be a aggressive coach after you fumble and get them 7 points with only like 43 seconds on the clock. What are we doing with 43 seconds?
I think it depends. If you're feeling it and you have that confidence, the great teams, they do that. Now I'm
Yeah.
not, we're not great by any stretch of the imagination,
Mm-mm.
but you are what you feel, and if you feel like you're in that mode right now, and you think you can do it, you take a shot. Defense was playing decent.
Yeah.
They were able to do some other things on offense. It's okay to take a shot. And you never know what's going to happen. And fortunately, when they started taking shots, they were able to get the ball down the field. So
Yes.
in the end, it worked,
Yeah.
but it's not what's recommended. Put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. That was my thing. I mean, I don't mind it. That's the one thing that I love about Kevin Stefanski. He is aggressive. And
Mm-hmm.
when we had our team, I didn't mind it. If
Mm-hmm.
we got one of them teams, go 4th and 3, 4th and 5. I don't care. We got some
Yeah.
dogs out there. Let's go.
Yeah.
But with Winston and the way this line been, and we going against the Ravens, that's when I might have tucked my tail between my legs. I don't know. Like I
But
said,
that's the team you want to be aggressive against, because if you show any lack of aggression, then they're gonna come at you even harder.
yeah,
You got to keep hammering at that type of team. Either you're gonna win or lose, depending on your aggressiveness with that team. And we've seen them fall back too many times this year.
yes, he is.
Because they're not trying anything. So, I'm okay. Smart aggressive, not stupid aggressive. I'm with you.
Yeah. That's the Fasky, man. Sometimes it just, hey, it's 4th and 25. Let's go. We're gonna do a draw. I'll be like, this dude. But no, it just, like I said, the only reason why I didn't somewhat like it is because they only had 3 points. We had 10. It was 10-6 or no 10-6, and we got the ball back after half. So I mean, yes, we can be aggressive, try to go down there and kick a field goal and get the ball back. But if it didn't work, I'm not trying to give it again, because like I said, we got Jameis Winston back there, and we just waiting for him to throw his pick that he want to throw. So that's my only thing. Now we had our real team, then yeah, but with Jameis Winston, and this is DeJuan Jones' first time playing left tackle for the Cleveland Browns. I don't know. But what did you think about JOK hit on? Is Derrick Henry that boy? Is Derrick Henry that man?
Well, I mean, that's a lot of man to be taking on.
Yeah.
That's a well-oiled machine coming at you. And JOK, I mean, I love him, but for a linebacker, he lighting the ass. And that's a lot of man for him to take on. And I just pray that, it looked like he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But he'll think twice. Thank God for that Guardian cap.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. He got his, he saw some stars and birdies on top of the neck injury, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that worked out, but I don't wish that on nobody.
Yeah, that hit. I'm like, oh, then he had the Guardian cap on, but I don't know if it was before or after, but Greg Delpit popped him. Then Greg Delpit did one of this, called him a little boy, because Greg Delpit came from his safety spot and popped Derrick Henry. I saw he posted it on his Twitter or Instagram page. I said, okay, I see you. I might have missed it.
Hey, listen, it happens. And how JOK took him, it was somewhat of an eye angle. Trying to make the tackle. I mean, so I can see him being in a compromising position, with that hit, being exposed like that. And time and chance for the Grand Delpit. He caught him right. It don't matter what player it is, if you catch him right, you can embarrass him.
Oh yeah. Everybody, I mean, you catch him at the right angle and all that stuff. Oh yeah, you can lay anybody out and they can lay you out. Yep. I mean, it just. So, what do you think about my God? I love him, Denzel Ward. Man, he didn't went out with another concussion. What's
Denzel needs to have?
We never see it.
Man, look, and I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. He need to get, if he ain't. I don't understand why he don't have the Guardian cap on. Of all people, him and Tua.
Yes.
Need to have the Guardian cap on more than anybody else. But I guess, there's various degrees of concussions. if anybody that played ball, we all done got our bell rung at some point. So we've all probably been concussed in our life. We don't know what that's like for him. Now,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna speak as a parent. My daughter, there you go, D. There you go.
I was like, what? Where he
my
come
daughter,
from?
I'm gonna speak from a parent.
My
daughter played volleyball and got spiked in the face twice. The first time she got a concussion.
Yeah.
And then it happened again. She got a concussion. So that's almost like that concussion syndrome. Some people are just prone to it. So, my daughter got to be careful in everything that she do. I would imagine that's probably where Denzel and folks like Tua are at in their life. And if they don't have that cap, put that cap back up there again, D.
I don't know where he came from.
To see me yesterday, and some of my boys had the cap on, and they wanted it. They need to have that cap on.
Just put it in his contract,
issues, man. They got that put me on my field.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
And I know about, not to cut you off, Deke, but I know about concussions because my daughter caught one when in high school, and she played lacrosse. Now, you know them lacrosse balls, and somebody threw her a pass, and she didn't see it. Oh, she stayed home for a whole week, and she was, oh man, she was a little messed up for about a week. Yeah, she was couldn't sleep, having headaches and all that stuff. So yeah, she got her bell rung. So I know about concussions and how long it take and all that stuff. So I don't even know how they come back and they play in a week and all that stuff because she was down. But talk about them Guardian caps. What Denzel need to put on?
Man, Denzel need more than a Guardian cap. He need a body cap. For real, man. I'm just saying, don't get me wrong. I like Denzel as a player, man, but his neurologist he's getting paid, man, because I'm seeing you at least 2-3 times a year. And I don't know how he's going to carry on. This is for his wellness, and I don't want to make light of it for his wellness.
Yeah,
I don't want him to end up like Junior Seau and other people, man. I think he needs to retire. This is one. He averages one a year. One or two.
What about two?
Two should be done.
Two is out of his goddamn mind.
But they said the same thing. They don't see nothing that why he can't play football again.
They wouldn't see nothing
that he's seeing.
They wouldn't see.
Wait till they start some signs of CTE. And I'm gonna say this too. And you know who got it real bad? He said he thinks he's got Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And look how wild and crazy he acted. He was never the same. Once Burfict laid that wood on his ass, that's when he started really tripping. And you laying down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
You're neurologically tough. You know what I'm saying? So he can't keep bashing his brain like that, man. I don't. He's a young guy, man. I really feel for him, man. If he continues to play, man, something's gonna happen, man. I like Denzel when he's on the field. He's a shutdown. He put you on the island like Revis. I get it, but damn, dog, it comes a time when you got to decide what's more important. Just like Andrew Luck, what's more important, your health or playing football? And it's some people. He would have been a Hall of Fame. He could be a Hall of Fame, but not at this rate, man. So you got to ask yourself, his family, baby, his girlfriend, his mama, somebody, baby. Listen, we don't want you out like that. Come on now, and he's got to make a decision. If he comes back, can't nobody say he's soft, but damn, dog. I didn't even see when he got concussed. I was like,
it's something minor. That's why I said he probably in that category. It don't take much for him to get one.
Yeah, it's like he get thumped in the head and he sleep.
Okay, I got a question for both of y'all. So Tua and Denzel, later years, if something go like how you were saying, Junior Seau, or they end up finding they CT was real bad and they end up something. Do you think the NFL already got sued? Do you think that they could come back and sue the NFL and these teams for putting them out there?
No,
they from my understanding is now ever since that lawsuit went out, and I know actually a couple players they've gotten paid. Now it's more of a with their retirement, Nah, man, they making sure that we not responsible. Now I'm sure there'll be some type of disability. They have those in their contract, but you not after that. You're not gonna 6 concussions. When did you stop? How can you keep blaming us? We didn't tell you go out there and get your head rocked again. So I think it wouldn't. I think that's just not a good lawsuit. But they got certain things in place.
The first people got paid, and we said the same thing.
None of that stuff now. The way it is, the NFL has adopted the stuff now. You know, they're trying to cut down on the lawsuit. They're not being another $100 something, $200 million lawsuit. They ain't going through that again.
Biggest thing now. Yep.
Yeah, it's like buying a lemon at the lemon lot at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? And come on, bro.
Biggest thing the NFL does now is that independent neurologist. They on every sideline. They watch every play. They think you buzz. They getting you. So they got their doctor. You got your doctor. Somebody done told you not to play.
Then they're gonna sue their own doctor. Hey, you told my man he could play and he wasn't gonna be crazy. And he ended up killing himself. You already know how it's gonna be. The same way the lady sued McDonald's for hot coffee. People just when they mad, they just come out and sue. It just, I ain't gonna talk about Kobe and his wife and all that stuff. Like when you mad, you just sue anybody and everybody.
But Tua though. Where is Steve Young?
Who?
Steve Young need to really pull him aside and say, "Hey, look, it's time."
Steve Young?
Steve Young. You see, he done had like 3. He had a lot too. Steve Young did.
No. I was just trying to figure out the relationship between them. I'm like, Steve Young know him, or he part of the team?
Quarterbacks.
Okay.
Remember old Steve Young from the 49ers?
Oh yeah. He was a runner, one of the best runners.
He had so many concussions, he lost count. And he had his career ended because of the concussions. And I ain't never see him laid out on the ground like Tua. So that tells you a lot right there.
Did Tua get his bag yet? Did Tua get paid?
I think it's like this year, ain't it? I think he should be able to get it this year, right? I got to look on that.
Could that be a reason why Tua ain't calling it? He's still on a rookie contract.
Well, see, that's the thing. Now, would you, knowing your concussion history, would you give him that type of money? I got to look that up because I'm trying to think. I think he got it. I got to look that up, man.
I don't know. I don't know. Because when I'm thinking like how you said, he got paid last year. Tua got his bag last year.
Okay,
Like how you said, Andrew Luck, he retired. Some us from the inner city, we ain't never had money. We ain't never made it. Could race be part of it? That a reason why we got so many people that we want to take care of, and we just 1 million, 5 million in the bank. Is it why can Andrew Luck retire and say I'm comfortable, but Tua got a bag, Denzel Ward got him a bag, trying to get him another one? Why can't they just? I know you love the game, but why can't they walk away from the game?
You know what? I think it's the structure. So you look at Andrew Luck. Remember who his daddy was. His daddy had an NFL career. He already had some money in his pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He don't have to look at it from everybody else's perspective. Now Denzel's people, they professional working folks. His mother, his father, they doing okay, but he might feel a different obligation.
Yes.
Tua probably don't have that same obligation. I think they probably got a few dollars because they come from the island over there. It costs to live over there.
Yeah,
they actually moved to Alabama to support him. So that normally means you got some cash somewhere in your life when they make that kind of move. So I mean, it varies a lot from person to person. But I think in Denzel's thing, he loved the city. He loved being able to play in front of his family. He knows what it means to want to do something good for the Browns. I think that drives him. And it might be to his detriment, unfortunately.
Some people glutton for punishment, man, and they just don't know when to stop. It's like drugs, man. They're addicted, man. You know, so like me sipping my beer, I'm addicted. Yeah,
but that's the thing. It's easy for us to sit in these chairs and tell them to quit doing something they love, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And they young, they in their 20s. Man, ain't nobody trying to retire in 27, 28. No.
That's their prime, you know.
That's their prime.
You know, But the whole thing is that's why the NFL functions the way that it does. Most contracts are not guaranteed. So they're gonna get that money now, because if they don't get it now, they never gonna get it.
Yeah.
They make it so hard for these guys to walk away, because they'll never see that kind of money again in their life, more than likely.
Yeah.
So you got to get it while you take it.
Is there any way to treat it, even like if Denzel, if we got a ring, we got a Super Bowl, we had a good team, and we got a Super Bowl this year, and he said, "I'll retire." Is there anything for him to? There ain't no way to heal the brain. You just got, but besides just sit there. So there ain't really nothing that they can do.
Not CTE,
no.
man. You got different things like Namenda, different stuff to keep your cognitive level. But that damage is it's permanent, man, and it just slowly drives you mad.
Okay, riddle me this one. If everybody think both of them is already gonna be messed up, why stop then? I'm already gonna be jacked up at 40. So why stop?
You know what,
bro? I mean, do you want to see? Okay, let's look at it like this. When Hamlin got rocked, how did that look to you? Granted, it's sports entertainment. Do you really want to? Are we that barbaric to that we want to keep seeing a man get smashed? That's bruh. That's
I don't want to see it. I'm just speaking for them.
Yeah. But I'm saying I know you say the damage is done. I get it. But I mean, come on, man. You also taking years off your life, and I get it. You got this money. I want to be around to enjoy my money. If I'm getting paid like that, I don't want to. The next thing you know, man, I done bitch was straight and a bow, and I done lost my mind because I'm and my brain ain't right. And I'm getting all this counseling, and now I'm in jail. And man, I just
nightmares, can't sleep with the migraines.
Yeah, two are better where they got that. I'm sorry, coach. They have the Guardian Cap is in competition with. I can't think of the name of the company. The company, see, Tua likes that helmet. They got this other helmet. They're in competition with Guardian. And I can't make it. They make this. They have like 5 or 6 different versions of this new helmet out. And it's kind of got the Guardian Cap stuff inside. Tua wants to rock that. They don't want to rock around with the bobblehead like that. That's how a lot of them feel. But me, I'm like, you need that and the damn cap. He needs double.
That go around the neck. I heard about that today on the radio because you always see that. Yeah,
that is for to help blood flow. That way you have more fluid in the brain to keep your head. That's why they're wearing that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That can help them too.
Man,
anything.
He take another shot, ain't nothing gonna help. He better learn to slide. And even then, somebody could come over the top and put that wood on your ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Tua, God bless him, man. And him and Ward, they days. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say that, man. Just be wary and be careful, man. I don't want to put that bad mojo on him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no man to get out there and get hurt, but you better be careful, bro.
Yeah, I ain't getting in a car with him.
Yeah. Huh?
I ain't getting in a car with him, man. Especially Denzel, he drive and he turn and he catch a concussion while I'm in the passenger seat. Nah, man. Because then Denzel just walks and catch a concussion.
Correct.
It's like nobody never knows when he got a concussion. He just come out of the game. And we're just like, what Denzel? Oh, he walks to the thing. What is he sneaking out or something? Nobody never knows when it is.
See, he don't seize up like Tua in a couple. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like they, I mean, it was a boxer one time. He got concussed. He was still punching. I was like, damn. And that is crazy, man. He still thinking he in the fight, but he laid out.
Yes,
Tua doing the Flavor Flav on the ground.
Come on,
Flavor. Oh man,
he's throwing gang signs out there.
I'm like this. There's so much technology. They're making technological advances on these helmets with the Guardian caps. They'll never be able to take concussions out of the game. Mm-hmm. But there'll be enough. There's enough information for these players out here to say, okay, I can make an informed decision and I can protect myself the best I can. And if it's just like you wearing a seatbelt in the car. If you choose not to wear it and you have an accident, that's on you.
Yes.
And this is where we at in almost all sports now. It's not just football. They got technology issues with advances in all sports. Mm-hmm. If you choose not to use that technology and something happens to you, ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you eventually.
Okay, so when do the Cleveland Browns medical squad team or whatever just come in and shut Denzel down?
This might be like any given Sunday. Remember where Lawrence Taylor said, "Hey, just give me the shot. I'm gonna go out there."
Yeah.
You sign this waiver. They can have it out there in the background right now. You don't know. You know, as long as I'm not getting sued, you go out there and knock yourself out. Do what you want.
Yeah, you do what you want to do. No, I get it. I was just wondering when somebody's going to look out for his best interest. Like
They don't have to now. They don't have to. That independent surgeon is on the sideline. Hey, son, I don't think you should play anymore. Nah, doc, I'm gonna keep on getting this check. Okay.
But the Browns the Browns would have to play him anyway. They can't sit him down because they would still probably have to pay his contract because he in the union. If
Browns are
cleared him to play,
if he got a medical issue, that insurance is gonna kick in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they don't have to worry about none of that. If they want to make that decision to try to save the boy's life, that's fine. But they're gonna leave it on him. They not even interested in that right now. You could tell because once he got past 3, somebody should have been asking him, "Hey, son, what you gonna do with your life?" Ain't nobody asking that yet, apparently.
Their jobs is to keep the players on the field. You know what I'm saying? That's their job. And what was that the other day? They kept saying Baker was something, and then no, he was hurt. And they was like, well, everything was negative. Okay, what that's supposed to be? Everything's negative. But look at the man. He can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So these doctors, they don't. I asked Bernie Kosar, and Bernie, do you think that the NFL is doing enough for protection? And he was like, he said he think they was doing good, but I disagree. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I still don't think this is a crazy thing too. Some of these hits, do you have to? I know it's a rough game. You want to get your man down. I feel it's a difference between getting your man down and trying to knock his head off. And a lot of these guys, they got pent-up aggression. Like I ain't getting no ass life now. I'm about to take it out on you. Man, you know what I'm saying? I had to sleep on the couch. Boom, nigga, how you feel? You know what I'm saying? So some of these coach, you see it, coach. Do you feel like these kids, do they have to hit you that hard? Do you have to have that much aggression to tackle somebody?
Big U was with me at practice yesterday.
Correct.
And you've seen the little dude try to take out his aggression and got swatted like a fly.
I wish I had my camera on then. I was like, damn. And that would have been perfect Guardian Cap stuff. I was like, little man, what is you doing? And he got up like, I'll do it again, coach. Like,
but the first thing I told him, I said, hey, son, you're trying to tackle him wrong because you want to dive into the man, throw his shoulder. And NFL is the most lack of fundamental place where a person can go play football. Mm-hmm. We go out there, we want to see the hard hits, but they're not fundamental hits. Mm-hmm. You don't see a lot of tackle and wrap and pull down. You see a lot of jumping and flying into the man, a lot of shoulder.
I call it.
You know, it's just when you teach the right technique at the young ages, and you see it with our successful high school programs, our successful college programs, when that technique is taught, victory, is almost secured because they know how they got the fundamentals down. But when you get into NFL, fundamentals go out the window because it's about the big hit. It's about putting your body on the line. And it is a shame because if you do a fundamental hit that is correct, it's just as good as that flying hit. And folks don't understand that. Would you rather win or do you want the big hit? Let's ask that question.
Yeah.
And people sometimes they won't know how to answer you.
And some of them just never learned how to hit. They all, but I'm not gonna say all of them don't know how to hit because sometimes people move and it just happened to be helmet to helmet, but they was coming in with their shoulder or the person dropped it. So half of them can hit, half of them can't. Coach, what is y'all teaching them in high school? They don't wrap up no more. What's up with this shoulder and what's up with that? Nobody know how to wrap up no more. What's going on?
I mean, this is what it's not just high school. This starts at lower levels, and a lot of times it depends on what type of organization they're part of. Some organizations are more fundamentally structured than others. So the more they progress and they stay under that fundamental, the tackling, the other fundamentals of the game are much better. You can tell where some kids came from and where others came from. Sometimes it's very obvious. And it just goes through. You see the athletic ability, so people will take a chance on the athletic ability all the time. They don't care. They think I can teach fundamentals. Yeah, you can teach it, but if you still 5 years behind everybody else, you still gonna be 5 years behind getting into the pros. We still are always talking about potential, when in actuality, you need to have some result-driven facts from them in lower levels. And that's where we often lose these guys at. We see all this potential. What were they trained like? What were they like as kids? How did the coach teach them? Did the coach have a background to teach it? All that type of stuff. Like we use USA football. USA football techniques are pretty good, but it varies from coach to coach how well they implement it and use that structure. So there's a lot that goes into this. I'm telling you, and you can see it on any high school game, any muni league game. You'll see it vary so much from team to team, and it's sad sometimes.
Is there, when I was going to school, not talking about Bernie Coles, our school boardman in Youngstown, do they cheat for some schools? Because we all knew they was on steroids. All their linemen was on steroids, and I don't even go there, but I know that. Everybody in the whole city know that. So how is they still playing football?
I'm gonna tell you this from what I know. I ain't gonna go that far. But what I will say is this: there's a stark difference between players that come from the inner city more often than not, inner city programs, versus your suburban and your parochial programs. The level of training and attention, diet, all that stuff is much different. When those kids want to go to the sports plant, or those types of places, they get the types of training that they need, and you can see the difference in their bodies, their techniques. They're more time on task with certain things. Whereas with some of our inner city programs, we're just happy to have kids come out and trying to get them trained up to play. And it's a stark difference sometimes. So, unless you actually playing two teams that are actually equal to each other, you'll see a lot of disparity between the teams. Like say for us in our conference, we have Glenville. But Glenville got 120 kids. But more on top of that, Glenville they have coach upon coach, and they've been able to breed a culture. So they're different as far as the inner city program is concerned. Whereas the rest of my other Senate counterparts, and us included, we tend to struggle. And even from our programs, I got 20 kids maybe. Team I'm about to play this Friday probably got 40 to 50 kids.
You said maybe.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna have this week.
Yes.
I got to go out there. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna play. That's all I know.
And that is, Coach, man. I'm gonna give you my man. I got so much respect for you, man, after going out there and what you do, man. And I'm gonna do what I can. We're going to get you the resources, man, that you need, and I like to see that. For these young kids to have these type mentors, especially if you're African American, and the kids, Coach was saying that one kid's mama wouldn't let him come out, and then the kids is working jobs full time to support their family and can't come out there, and that bothers me. That's depressing as hell. You know what I'm saying? And especially like you said, the program, the resources, the finances is not there. And what do you do when your city council is worried about a goddamn team trying to keep them instead of putting money in, and then you want to close the school? What is the man supposed to do? What are they supposed to do, man? This is Cleveland, dog, and we just can't get the right people in charge to do the right thing.
Okay.
I got 2 kids. I was going to leave with this. I got 2 kids right now working full-time jobs. They working a third shift job. They can't come to practice. They may show up for the game, but I know for a fact they doing grown man stuff right now. They both 18 years old. They're like, hey, mama ain't taking care of me no more. They tell me I got to get out here and I got to do it. They not selling drugs. They not doing nothing illegal. But man, I got one cat. He working at the airport, 10 to 6. Got another one working at Amazon, 10 to 6. They still both in school, trying to make it. And it's their senior year on top of it. So I can't. People will say, "But they shouldn't play." What you mean they shouldn't play?
Yeah.
I ain't working third shift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
That's something we got to
18-year-old young
figure out
man
something to
trying to
help these kids.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, we got to find out something. Somebody got to be able to help these kids, and that because then how they gonna go, then going to college if they try to go to college and all this stuff. And then that's what I was saying about like how Denzel and them they don't want to retire. Some people don't know what we got to go through. They just think that it's made. We got kids living in the house with their parents, but gotta be the parent and gotta fend for yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta go to school and work third shift and go to practice and play a game. Man,
I was a kid growing up in Sandusky, you know, I wouldn't have never thought about, and I thought I had it rough. I wouldn't have never thought about at 17, 18, working a full-time job. And because I'm old school, man. And I give a shout out to my dad. Yeah, you make a baby with a chick, you better marry her ass.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And out of my 3 baby mamas, yes, I have 3 baby mamas, but I was in high school. And then my other 2, I married. You know what I'm saying? So it's about that presence, especially us as black men. And we not showing up, man. We just not showing up. And you know, I couldn't live with that, man. Not knowing what my son is doing or my daughter even, and not being there and watching the games. And I know when you get the game, coach, you don't see nothing but females, don't you? You know what I'm saying?
Not see anybody at all.
Damn, that's even worse. You know,
that's even worse. Because our situation is so messed up. Just so y'all understand, we play our games a lot of times in the Senate, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Who come in those games?
Right.
Your parent, if your parent work, they still at work more than likely.
They still at work.
Yeah.
Who's coming to see those games? And you know, we have very few night games because we don't have the facilities to support it, or we don't have the security to support it. You know, when we do have them, normally they're at my field, but of course we're not having any games in my field this year. So that tells you a whole lot right there. You know, once we can get to a place where there's a sense of normalcy, and we can say, even if they started the game at 5, mama and daddy, they can still get there for half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
do y'all at least got concession stands? I mean, is there anything that's making any money at these games?
Listen.
I don't think don't do me like
don't even get me started.
What's going on? What?
First of all, let me tell you. Wait a minute. So the city, now, Deke, don't say nothing because I already know.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay, look, the city puts out bids for their concession stands. Okay, we got one cat. He got control of a lot of the city-owned concession stands at their various parks. He opened up when he want to, not because there's a game there.
Wow.
So unless he feels that the game is going to be profitable, he not opening up. Now, say Muni League is playing at my field.
Y'all see how they treat us?
Yeah, they dare. They dare for Muni League because they dare all day. They dare for 8 to 12 hours. Okay, but for a regular football game, because it's so early in the day or whatever, he don't feel like it's worth his time to open up, and he's not gonna open. I understand the business aspect of it, but you still feel slighted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, it's not a real experience.
Yeah. Yes.
Woo, that's a lot.
Yeah, we got to figure out something to have some type of donation, something to help these kids what they're going through. We got to do something to help the kids out, man.
There's so many ways around it. You know what? The biggest thing is not even money.
Mm-hmm.
It's just making the community understand the importance of youth sports and buying in. And Deke said it earlier as well, as far as getting these fathers, these grandfathers, and uncles, and everybody else involved. And unfortunately, you know how our community is kind of disassociated with each other sometimes. It's woman versus man, daddy not in the picture. Or what, we got to find a way to overcome some of that, because when mamas come to the game, the only thing mama understand is her baby ain't playing.
Yeah.
As a coach, it's hard for me to say your son suck until he get
right.
He can't go to the game, and it's for his own protection.
Yeah.
Correct.
She want her baby to play, so she cuts me out. She'll say I'm the worst coach in the world, not understanding she ain't been no practice. She ain't seen her baby at practice. She ain't seen him fly through the air every time he get hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't catch.
So I'm trying to protect him. I'm doing my job, keeping him off the street from 3 to 6.
Yes.
And giving him something to do.
Uh-huh.
But I can't. I can only train him so much. Until he's ready to play. That's when he gonna play. This is not younger where everybody play 10 plays.
Yeah.
And everybody gets a shot. I remember they sent the kids in. Everybody played wide receiver. They knew they weren't gonna throw the ball, but you got your 10 plays in. So mommy can say my baby played today. Don't work like that in high school. So just get the support. That's the main thing. It starts with that. People come to the games, support, and if there's somebody selling food and you support the vendor, that's fine. The schools do charge admission, so that's the way for them to get it. But if nobody come, it's just the economic engine don't work with a 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
I said at that time, I mean, kids can't even come because they still in. I don't know what time they get out of school, but they still in school. So it's just
and you don't want no unsupervised kids at your game. That's where the drama come in at.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
You got to have staff, and in CMSD, the staff don't support the teams like that. It depends on what school you're at, but it varies from school to school. I'll put it that way. They don't come out and support the teams like that. When 2:30, 3 o'clock come, especially if they live in the suburbs, man, they out. They ain't staying for that. So and that's unfortunate. But when you go to the suburban games, hey, Mr. So-and-so, saw you in science class today. Glad you came out. We don't get that.
We're gonna pitch your school. You already see Deacons. He working on you getting you a new field and all that stuff.
Yeah,
we got you. We got your back. You got some support here. You got some support with us.
And like I said, it's not just us. It's all we all in it together. I love what Coach Ginn able to do, but he's carried the torch. While we've had some other successful teams, it's time for us to start bridging the gap and bringing more success, because those suburbs and those parochial schools, they come into our city and take our talent out.
Yeah.
These kids are not normally homegrown from them. They come in, certain coaches from certain programs, they are notorious for coming in, raiding our talent, whether it's football or basketball, and they take it away. And I've had kids that I've cultivated playing at Collinwood. We might not have had a winning record or whatever. They go to another school, division, whatever, player of the year the next year. I'm like, I did the work. Other schools the benefits.
Yeah.
I don't get no credit.
Yeah.
They just tell me I suck. Okay, fine. But that's the kid. That was my kid last year.
That you grew.
And those same kids still came back to me, say, hey, they used me, coach.
Yeah.
They didn't try to help me get no scholarship. Can you help me? So you see how that game is played?
It's from what I'm getting now, it's us poaching us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, it's got to be somewhere. It's got to be, as far as legislation, it's got to be a cutoff.
It's no man. Look, it's honor amongst thieves.
Correct.
It's none.
Yeah.
It's none. And all of us are poaching. We just trying. I get the crumbs from the master's table. Whatever Coach Ginn don't want, come on.
Come on here. I'll take you. I only got 20 people.
I take everybody. I'm like church, come on. It's my job to help redeem you.
You got kids going playing both sides.
Yeah.
That's what I said yesterday. I said these kids got to be playing both sides.
Almost everybody play 2-3 positions.
Yeah.
They have no choice.
Just to make up a football team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, man. But like I said, I admire you. Great for everything you're trying to do, man. I'm gonna do what I can, man. And it's gonna be a lot of red tape, a lot of climbing, but we're gonna have to make a move. We're gonna do something.
I appreciate you, man. Look, just coming out there and showing that support.
Made, no doubt.
A lot of difference yesterday.
Yeah. I never that was my first time going over there. Because I'm not a Cleveland originally, I wasn't born in Cleveland. And when I moved to Cleveland, man, you don't want to go over there, Pippin. Huh? They told me straight out, you don't want to go over the East. Oh, wait a minute, damn, going over there, coming off watching Coach Baker in the little Muni Pee-wees and everything and where they practice at. And I'm like, damn, what I'm saying? I'm not used to seeing that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And how but I understand it. Huh?
That part of Cleveland.
I just, like I said, Sandusky has a pretty rich football tradition. You know what I'm saying? So we had, and then Sandusky is more of a melting pot, Cedar Point. So there was always more, resources for youth sports. I grew up playing everything. You know what I'm saying? We never really had to a couple little food drives, sell some cookies and cakes and candy.
Yeah.
But it was never the depth of ineptitude when it comes to this. This is why I'm shocked. You know, I'm like, damn. And it's a shame, man. And it depresses the shit out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be trying to, the last 3 years, try to do so much for the kids, man. And, give them stuff and giving that tutelage and getting with different players and trying to get these kids. Like, we got to do something, bring these kids up because, like you said, the Browns is the Browns, but they're not doing that. They make it look good on paper. But when you get to the core of it, it ain't there. That's not Jimmy and that's not their job. It ain't ashamed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to do something as a people, man, for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay. When speaking of Cleveland, they got the Chargers this week at home. What? Why y'all giving me that? What is that?
Listen, we gotta take a sip.
Y'all both grab y'all glasses. I'm like, what's going on? I got faith. I think we can pull this one out. It might be a 10-17 game, or we might get another 27-18, 27-17 us.
You got a better coach. You're going against a better coach. You know what I'm saying? And Harbaugh. Huh?
First year?
He's still Harbaugh, man. He come on, man. This is a Super Bowl appearance. Come on, bro. And then he turned Michigan all. Come on now. You can't take
we can talk about Michigan. He cheated. I watched that counter.
So did Bill Belichick, but he ain't gonna go down like that. Come on, deflate gate, deflate balls. Come on, bro. I'm just saying the experience that. I mean, come on any given Sunday, you got a chance. But I was listening to y'all before because I didn't want to click in just yet. I was listening. You was talking about Jameis. Now, your boy, he got tendencies. You know that.
Yeah.
Now he'll let it go for 350, but he'll throw 4 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? you know, in those critical moments, man, Jameis has never learned. You know what? Let me be a little bit. He'll just let it go. I see some ridiculous throws. No way an NFL quarterback should have thrown that ball in. Sometimes they got completed. Sometimes they got picked.
But they said he's a great quarterback.
I'm not calling him great. As I said, he's a serviceable NFL quarterback that can win a game. That's what he is.
Correct.
I mean, if you can manage a game, you can win a game.
My dog says quarterbacks throw interceptions. That's part of the game.
Jameis Winston led the league one year. And how many did he throw that year? 30, 40?
Count. That's how many.
Yeah, I lost count. Like, it's like you might as well just put the football and just give it to me. You don't even need to
Patrick Mahomes. He leads the lead in interceptions this year, and they 7-0.
Bruh, that's Patrick Mahomes. If anybody's earned a multi-million-dollar contract, it's him. Come on, man. I mean, it's just. Don't get me wrong. It's different levels. I think that Dorsey needs to balance out more of the run. Hopefully, like Coach said, hopefully Chubb can give me a little bit more run. I don't want Jameis throwing it as much.
Right.
If we can balance that out a little bit more, I think we'll be okay. But some of them passes, like, what the hell is Jameis doing? You know what I'm saying? He's lucky they couldn't catch. And then what was the matter of fact? What was the final score last week? I can't remember. What was the final score?
29-24, was it?
Yeah. Now imagine had the Ravens kick that damn field goal instead of trying to go for it. I believe in getting your points. I don't care. If you're in field goal range and it's fourth, you better kick that field goal. It's too early to play games. That's just me. That's my strategy. I've watched it for years. Bite teams in the ass.
And they missed the field goal.
Yeah. But you got to go. You got Tucker, man. Matt Tucker, he's going to go down like one of the greatest. But you got to give him a shot, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody's coach's philosophy is different. You want to be aggressive. But Jameis is who he is. Can he beat the Chargers? Possibly. But the game plan got to be exquisite.
But y'all saying y'all want a little bit more balance, a little bit more run. But what did y'all see out of the run that y'all would say we need to run more?
They was a little bit more effective, and like you said, and like you were saying before, DeJuan Jones moving around, and then was Teller had came back, and they gave one time Winston was just standing there. I was like, what? Where's this line at? And he was just standing. He could have made some cookies. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was trying to get him. If we can replicate that, and you can open the hole, I want to see Nick get more carries. Use Foreman if you got to. If Ford still hurt, let's get this run game going on. I want to see a more of a 70-30, no, 60-40 run to pass. I mean, deficit. I want to see a little bit more running, take more shots with, on the ground. 3rd and 2, okay, let's just run it. Let's try that. But I don't want to see too many shotguns and all that. And Jameis just trying to let it go. Slow his ass down. Get in his head. Let him know, hey, look here. We only need 5 yards. Why are you throwing it 30? We don't need that. If you got the coach like that, now I was, the funny thing.
That's the difference between him and Watson, though. You can't. Don't say that.
Can't say what?
Don't go down the field when all these comments earlier. Well, Watson won't throw down the field. Everybody talking about Watson won't go down the field. Now you telling him don't go down the field.
There's a difference. When you have the ability to do it and when you don't have the ability to do it. See, Watson, he didn't have the ability to do it, but tried to. Jameis has the ability, but sometimes he gotta bring it back a little bit. Don't take chances. Don't take so many chances. He's never learned that in his career, not to take chances at those critical moments. And
what I said at the end of the game is, I said, don't try to win it. Long as you don't try to win it, we can do something. Because that's what you said.
Yeah, don't do too much.
Try to win it. Yeah. But
I think the question with both of them is the read.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I see with Jameis Winston, the read is a little bit faster. It may be questionable, but the read is much faster. So that means the ball comes out faster. Whereas Deshaun Watson, the read is slower, the ball comes out slower. And so you can see how everything breaks down so fast. I don't care how good your offensive line is. If you're holding the ball too long, the defensive line is going to get to you. And that's what we saw a lot with Deshaun. That's really, and I don't know if it's because of the style of offense or he just don't read defense as well. And I read something or heard something somewhere about Bill O'Brien talking about that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien said something to the effect that they just took Clemson's offense and adapted it to him in Houston because he did not read defenses and stuff very well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so if you got a good play caller and you know how to do that and get the best out of him, that's why we saw what we saw from him in Houston.
Well, because what I always say with the Browns, because that's why I start following him at, when they about to make that cut, he always pump fake. He like he's not sure. He'll pump fake, then he'll throw it, and that's why that window's gone. You gotta just throw it and trust your eyes. What they say. You gotta.
Well, sometimes when you pump fake, you throwing the safety. I'll make you pump fake one way and then you come back the other way. That's what.
Patrick no. I'm talking about they doing a little out and they doing a 10 and stop and button hook, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, he should let it go then.
He pump fake, then he threw it. I'm like, let it go the first time that you was gonna do. No, he pump fake because he was looking at the guy. Then he took off running because he never had no time. But you got to throw it. He's
just so skittish in the pocket, man, and he just never quite got comfortable to where I could sit in here. And I think Deshaun just kept hearing footsteps everywhere he went on the field.
Baker did that too.
Yeah, I mean,
so
and that's when he started rolling Baker out. He started to that play action, getting Baker's ass up out that pocket, and that worked out for that first year till everybody figured that shit out. And then they went right down the tubes.
Yeah, I just think if Deshaun had the line that Winston had last week, I would like to see what his performance been. We judging Deshaun off of you got 2.5 seconds to throw this ball. That's all he had all season. I mean, we got it right.
Hey, that last throw, that touchdown to Njoku, you think Deshaun would have thrown that, or would Jameis Winston thrown that?
Oh, you mean to Tillman?
No. When he hit Njoku.
Njoku.
Yeah.
That's not a Watson pass.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
If Deshaun Watson would have threw that pass and it would have went right over his head.
Deshaun wouldn't have thrown that ball.
He would have threw it. He tried that, but
it's like Coach said, the read. He's not decisive enough to say I can get away with this, or I'm gonna try. Winston, he don't care. He got ice in his veins when it comes to that football. You know what I'm saying? And he let it go. And people are like, wait a minute, what the? Oh, damn. And then touchdown. Deshaun wouldn't have thrown that. Deshaun would have took and tried to start running. He don't have that decisiveness, like Coach said. When it reached them reads, bang, bang, bang. No, it just wasn't there, bro. But maybe he can get it back.
But how would y'all feel if next year Deshaun Watson comes out, work on this game, and let it go and start throwing a lot of interceptions?
I think Deshaun Watson is what he is.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter who's running the system, until
He is still a fan. Don't listen to him.
Yeah,
Stefanski's gone.
My bad, Coach. Go ahead.
He will never fit the system.
I've
said it with Flacco. I've said it with Winston. These guys fit his system better because it's a quicker read. It's a quicker release. Even the arm strength. I mean, I know Deshaun still really is probably still not 100% from that shoulder injury. I don't care what anybody said. But the arm strength, the release, the quickness of the read, it makes a difference. And you can see it, and the players are rallying around it. You don't hear a whole lot more of that complaining and that underlying tone that you was getting when Deshaun was playing. Because I think a lot of them was asking, why is this dude out here? He's not helping us win. I'm a Deshaun fan. Don't get me wrong.
No. I get y'all. Y'all both like Deshaun. He's not good in the system. He ain't playing it good. But when is it Deshaun or is it the coach? When would the coach get his ego out and like how y'all both said, this is
the coach.
Yes, it is.
Pay that man $230 million. You better mark his ass out there every time.
No. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if Deshaun doesn't fit Kevin Stefanski's play calling, his scheme, why doesn't because Deshaun is here. He's there, like how you say, 230 guarantee. He's there. So why in 3 years hasn't the coach changed his scheme to fit Deshaun Watson?
He ain't been there long enough. How many times have he finished the season?
What I mean, when y'all said that y'all believe that Kevin Stefanski didn't want Deshaun Watson when it came, AB said, "Hey, you coming?" So when he was coming, that offseason, you start changing your scheme to fit this man. But you said, "No, this is my scheme. Y'all wanted him here. He just gonna look bad."
I mean, a lot of coaches. I mean, that's common in the league. A lot of. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think a good NFL coach will learn, like Monken did with Jackson. Monken changed the way the offense was and structured things for Jackson. And now Lamar has progressed. 2-time MVP. He's progressed. But now sometimes he tries to pass too much and not be who he is.
Yes.
But some coaches are dead set. This is why I run it. This is my philosophy based on personnel. And hey, I'm going to try it with Deshaun. He tried. You know what I'm saying? It's like Coach said, those two, Jameis and Flacco, fit it. And some people just don't want to change it. Yeah, we all, and that's why coaches get fired because they too goddamn hard-headed. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? But you know it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think with Stefanski, and this is why everybody said, well, we should fire Stefanski. They know they put Stefanski between a rock and a hard place. They know they did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, the conversation probably went, the dude is coming here. Yep. All right, I'm gonna try to fit him in. Okay, we tried. First of all, we had to wait, so that threw everything off. I mean, how long did we actually wait for him to actually get on the field? 1.5 years, roughly.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on that. You know, we're waiting on that. Then he gets hurt, come back. We starting all over again. Get hurt again. I mean, let's be reasonable with this. So this is why he had a lack of success, because there's no consistency there for him. Whereas even with these other guys, they're plug in and play. He didn't come from that type of system. He's probably never ran this type of system in his life. These guys are system quarterbacks. And until you get them in the system that works for them, they normally fail, or they look less than what they actually are.
Okay, coach. Okay, coach. What type of system do you run? What type of offense do you run?
I run the spread.
Spread.
I run the spread. Yep.
Okay. Now, what about you? What about you get a they force you to take this kid that really is not a spread. You got to be able to pass because I mean you got all them wide receivers out there. What about you get? What about you get a running quarterback? Running quarterback. Look, not dissing Lamar Jackson. You get a Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson is not one of the most accurate quarterbacks out there. You get you a Lamar Jackson. Are you going to still stick in the spread, or are you going to change up? What you going to do when you know you got Lamar Jackson coming to your school next year?
Well, he's a bad example, honestly.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Because
I don't think he could pass.
Ooh. Okay. So one of the things with the spread, especially at lower levels, it helps mask blocking issues. Not so much at the higher levels, but at the lower levels, helps mask blocking issues, and it actually allows the quarterbacks to have a little bit more freedom. So if they need to run, they can. The splits are normally wider at the offensive line. There's a lot of things that go into that. Okay, so you're already anticipating him being an athlete. Spreads are made for athletes.
Okay.
Now, Stefanski don't run no spread. You can try to put spread in it. Okay? He runs more of a pro style offense.
Yeah.
So these guys that you have to put in have to be more masters of a pro style offense. That was the issue Baker had. Baker is a spread quarterback. That's what he ran at Oklahoma. Okay, that's what they tried to get him to run when he was here. Yeah, he had a little success with Stefanski in the beginning, and he got us the first win and all that. But truly, the offense didn't fit him either. Whereas now you see him down in Tampa, he ain't setting the world on fire, but he looks a lot better. I mean, he's more comfortable. You can see that he's comfortable. He's matured more too. But that spread, that air raid type of situation that these guys have now, like Herbert there's a little bit of a difference between the spread and the air raid. And Herbert, we'll see this week, is more of an air raid type of thing because he's not running nowhere. But they got receivers running all over the place. They got multiple packages, and that's to help give the quarterback more options. But the reads have to be quick and fast, and he got a lightning quick release. If you watch that boy get that ball out of his hand, it's something special to see.
Plus, he like 620 anyway. He could see over the line.
Right. So all that, so if you have systems that's built for that, then that's good. Like I said, Deshaun he's a square peg in a round hole here. He really is. He really is. And I empathize for him because he's not a bad quarterback. The system don't fit.
Coach, I got a question for you. Let me give you a scenario. So let's say the Browns miraculously they get in the first round, they got the second pick. And Sonora Sanders is up. He's on the table. Hold on. But Deion says the only way I will let my son go to Cleveland is if I become the head coach.
Oh,
what? Now you bury and you bury, and you got to get Jimmy. What would you do? Would you accept those terms, or
Can't
would
do
you
it? Can't do it.
Oh,
I can't let the inmates run the asylum. Can't do that.
No.
Wow.
That's why I'm the owner. You understand? Can't do that. Can't do that. You sell your soul when you do that.
You don't think Deion? Granted, Deion's enigma is large. You don't think Deion could bring something if he brought his son here to Cleveland? You just say this.
He say he don't want to go to the pros.
No. A lot of coaches say that and they end up going. But
he knows these boys going in the first,
second.
Just
a hypothetical. Just a hypothetical.
Okay. I'm gonna say Deion ain't built for the pros. His mouth won't make it in the pros.
I just feel like
somebody go slide his head.
Yeah.
For Deion be the coach.
Yeah.
I need number one. Not that I love Deion. I love what he does.
Oh yeah, we all do.
But at the end of the day, we dealing with grown men now.
Yeah.
and what you do in college and that philosophy that you're trying to put in college, he may be able to relate to the guys in the locker room at the pro level, but they're not going to go for how he handled himself in college at the pro level. It's a different
The
animal.
way he talked to him.
I respect that. Yeah.
So I can't see it. No, it ain't happening.
Yeah, Chip
Dude,
Kelly tried that with the Eagles and Shady McCoy, and they dogged him. They said,
Mhm.
You know, I was like, wow, man.
I don't even think Dion, his players are not allowed to wear, I think, was it flip-flops and white or black socks. I can't remember which one. They're not allowed to wear black socks or white socks. Period. That's Dion. Come on, man. What?
It's
socks?
No, you know what? No, you know what? Some of it I get. I do.
No, man.
Because, no. Listen, I'm
talking about walking around school. You ain't allowed when you come into his. Go ahead, coach.
No, it's a consistency thing. Again, it's not just what we're talking about on the field. We're talking about real life.
Mm-hmm.
So if your standard is low and you allowing these dudes to just look any old kind of way and do whatever they want to do, they also bring that out to the field with them. You know, and that's going to be a continuation. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a discipline issue. If I tell my players, I need you to sit at the front of the class, I need you to tuck your shirts in, I need you to look like you somebody. I go through this every week.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, tuck your shirt in. Why you got mismatched socks on? This is not what I asked for this week. I guarantee. Listen, I asked. We wearing white. Okay, this week, we all white. I guarantee you, there's gonna be somebody that roll up in there with black socks. One sock gonna be shorter than the other. This is, dude. What did I tell you?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Hey, I was out there. Coach had some choice words for a couple players. I was like, ooh.
Coach was getting up.
It gets me off the field. I was like, whoa, but I love it. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Get their ass, coach. Get them, because they need it. They need it.
Yes,
you know?
Yes. Well, coach, this is the My Dogs podcast.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Yes, sir. It sounds just like his son. Oh Lord, that's the first word that came out. You get your own spotlight. Let me cue up your music.
Yeah, you got to put it on so we can get our laugh on for the
night. Oh man.
I pull up on them while you sleep. You gon' see, it's a fucking murder spree. You gon' see, won't nobody say a peep. You gon' see, don't you turn your back on me. You gon' see, roll up on them while you sleep. Catch it.
Yo, this is the My Dogs podcast where my opinions are my opinions. This part of the show is the Dirt Dogs top 5. Dirt Dog picked the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Cincinnati Bengals last week. He won that one. Dirt Dog picked the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He won that one. Dirt Dog picked Dallas Cowboys to beat the San Francisco 49ers. He picked San
Francisco.
He picked the Cowboys, and I told him I don't know about that.
He ended up switching. He switched. He took San Francisco. He took San Francisco, and he won that one. He took the Saints over the Chargers. He lost that one. And he took the Bills over Seattle. And he won that one. He went 4 for 1, y'all. I keep DraftKings. Come on now. Sponsor the kid. The man doing his thing. He got the Dirt Dog top 5. But put him on y'all stuff. Come on now. We got his dad, his coach. We got him doing the Dirt Dog top 5 this week. Coach, when he told you these top 5s, did you shake your head? Did you laugh? How did you feel when he gave you these picks?
You know what? They respectable.
Okay.
They were respectable last week, which kind of shocked me.
Right.
Go off on the limb too much, and he actually came up. So I'm okay with it. This one is not so bad. They're more straight. They're more clear cut this week, I think.
Okay.
It might be one where it's more of a coin flip, but these ones this week look like they are right where they need to be.
Okay.
So the first one that he got is the Bengals versus the Raiders, and he got the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
All
roll.
right.
We can. What you think about that one, Deke?
I agree. I agree.
Okay.
All right. The second one is the Commanders versus New York. I'm not sure if that's the Jets or is that the Giants. I don't think it matters. They're gonna beat either one. So he got
Yeah.
one.
Yes. Right. right.
All right. So he got the Rams and the Seahawks. He got LA.
Wait a minute.
Mm.
Wait a minute. Deke, what you think about that one? Yeah. Yeah.
That's
What you think about that one?
I can't
I know they
stand them.
played good, but what you think?
I can't stand the 50-50 games like that, man. I don't even put bets on those games, man. You
Mhm.
gotta bet with this. You can't bet with this.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Oh man. That you said the Seahawks, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
LA
might
Rams
roll,
versus Seattle. He got LA. He picked LA.
I might roll with the Seahawks. I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
go with the
I
Seahawks.
think I'm with the Seahawks too.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Coach?
Again, it's a coin flip. That's one of the iffy ones.
Yeah.
The one that's after this one is more of a debatable one. It's really more 50-50. And that's Detroit versus Green Bay.
Oh,
And
man.
so he got Detroit.
Yeah, I gotta roll with Detroit all the way.
Is the quarterback? Is he playing? Is he? I know he went out hurt. Is he?
Talking about Jordan Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love. He had a little. I know they said that he might have been limited at practice. They might say he gonna play, but he went
I
out
think he's
hurt
gonna play.
last week or something like that. So
I
yeah,
haven't heard anything otherwise. I think he's gonna play.
yeah. I'm
Even
taking Detroit.
even if he was there, I'm still rolling with Detroit, man.
Woo,
Yeah,
Jordan
man.
Love doing
And
his thing.
the Lions,
Yeah,
they not a joke, man.
yeah,
They got talent,
Something
man.
about Green Bay though. I'm like, Green Bay will rise up to the occasion. It's
Yeah.
a good matchup. Where they playing at? I don't even know where they're playing at.
yeah. I don't know where they
They
playing
in
at.
Lambeau,
Green
is
Bay.
they?
He
Yeah,
ain't
we
put
don't
that
know.
on here, but
Yeah, look,
but
okay.
if they're, I know if it's at Green Bay, I'm more for Green Bay. I would roll with the home team, whoever's playing.
Yeah, whoever at home. Yeah,
Yeah, and then the last one is Minnesota versus Indy, and he got Minnesota.
yeah. He
Now,
bailed. He
now, now
bailed.
that's the questionable one here for me, and I'm gonna tell
That's
you
what.
why.
What? What's
Hey,
questionable about it?
they said, "Oh boy, down. He benched."
Yeah,
Richard, they sat him down. Flacco's
Oh,
the
did
starter.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
On him last week, talking about he was tired.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that before we have to end the show. We're gonna talk about that, but go ahead. Say you was talking about this game. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, so Jordan picked Minnesota. Indy might, he might get that same spark with Indy Flacco that he had with the Browns, and all they need is serviceable quarterback play as well.
Yes.
Not that bad of a team. They got a
Mhm.
decent running game. They get any type of serviceable quarterback play. They in this.
Yeah.
Minnesota is not a world beater. They look good at the beginning. They started.
Yeah, they did. But they didn't lost 2 in a row or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, they there for the taking.
Yeah, I can see him going 5-0. I can see him going 5-0. DraftKings, holla at him. Holla at Dirt Dog.
You know what? He on his way home now. The Cavs got the victory.
Cavs beat LeBron. Yes. And that was the Dirt Dogs top 5. Now, Coach, before we got to get out of here. Now, you said your man was tapping his helmet because he wanted to get out. I just heard about it. Do y'all know when he was tapping his helmet to come out and what was going on? Do y'all know what the scenario was going on?
I have no idea. I just heard about it. But I'm not gonna pass no judgment on a young man. He's been through a lot.
No, the only reason I ask is because when he's young and he can't really say too much because but you did it 3 times. That's a little bit too much. But tell me, y'all, did y'all know this or did y'all really think about this when Coach might have? But Cam Newton said on his podcast a couple months ago, they was talking about running quarterbacks. And he said ever since he might even said even in college. I don't know. I might be lying on him, but I know in the NFL and all that stuff. He said he told his coach, if I run or you call a run for me, the next play better be a handoff. I'm tired. He said, I'm tired. I can't. You don't be looking, or it's going to be a quick pass. So I could understand where Richardson coming from. That's why I wanted to know, when did he tap out? Did he just break and go down the field? Because no, I never really thought about quarterbacks being tired after they run. He said, if you go back and look at it, you never saw him run 2 downs in a row. He's like, no, I'm tired. I'm handing this ball off.
I think common sense would tell you probably should run the ball with somebody else after the quarterback is scrambled or whatever. But life being as it is, you trying to win a game. I'm not gonna fault him. I don't know what the circumstances was, but you're looking at the next wave of 2-way 100-play players getting ready to come up. They don't never say that they tired. Look at that boy Travis Hunter. That boy play 100 snaps a game, and he taking hits. And we talking about a quarterback that's taking the jog down the field. Come on now, it's a conditioning issue. That's what it is.
It's part of that, but no, I'm not going. I'm not sorry, Travis. I ain't knocking you, but I mean, he's somewhat like Denzel. I mean, when you're on an island all by yourself, you're over there bored. So how much energy is he really using? They don't throw the ball at him. They're scared of him.
Still, I mean, he playing offense and defense. I don't care.
Yeah. No, he's still out there. He's still out there. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you putting miles on, but and Cam, listen, Cam is an enigma. He's a different bird. You know this. Ask Lamar Jackson that. I think he's a better standard bearer. Because Lamar gonna run all day.
Yeah.
You know, so if that's your guy, and Anthony Richardson is looking at Lamar, maybe my conditioning needs to change.
Yeah,
change my diet.
What do I need to do different? Because he ran in college all the time, but the college game is slower.
We have I don't know if y'all ever seen an NFL quarterback ever besides. Well, no, that was before the game. I was about to say, was it what was the guy from the Giants? Colin would have said he wasn't fit to play. Remember his name? For the Giants, their quarterback. He quit on the team in the playoffs or something like that. He said, "Nah, coach, I'm not. Collins.
Terry Collins.
Terry Collins. Yeah,
Terry
Collins.
Terry Collins. Oh,
yeah. When he quit on the team. But have y'all ever seen a quarterback take himself out of the game ever? Just for a break, just for a breather? I've never heard of that.
No, I mean, that's
why I was trying to figure out what the scenario. I ain't never heard of that before.
Yeah, I've never heard of such a thing. Unless you're interested. Why are you coming off? You suck that up. Listen, football for pros is 30 seconds between plays, 45 seconds depending on when the ball is set. That's a lot of time for you to catch your breath. Because the average play, unless you're going downfield, we only talking 5 to 10 yards. You walk that.
Yeah.
You're not in no hurry. You get into the huddle, you get your play. By the time you get back to the line of scrimmage, if you in real shape, it don't take you that long to catch your breath.
Yeah.
So if he's telling me that he's tired, there's another issue.
Yeah. I mean, they might need to check him for COVID or something because no, I'm serious. It's something. We this far in the season and you out of shape. You like Jared Judy out here. I mean,
clearly there's beef going on with Richardson and the head coach, man, and how they're running the offense and just how Richardson get on the field, and then next thing you know, Flacco, and it's the night and day thing, man. And you got to be able to.
What you see in Indy is the same problem that we have here.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Problems.
Yep.
That's a spread quarterback that is in a pro offense. They've tried to modify it for him, and it's not working. But as soon as you put in a quarterback that runs a pro style offense, they run it for 300. They throw it for 300 yards. It's not because Joe Flacco is setting the world on fire. It's just he's a system quarterback. He fits the system better.
And that's why I don't blame. That's why I'm blaming Watson too much and all that stuff. Yeah, I know Watson looked bad, but sometimes coaches and play callers can make you bad. Because look at what was it? Patrick Willis, who was the Houston Texans quarterback that they tried to have, that they just let go. Now he went somewhere else and he started and he was balling for Green Bay. He came in for Green Bay. What was it, Willis?
Oh, he was in Tennessee.
No. The Tennessee let him go, but now he's in Green Bay when
now.
Rodgers when Daniel
Tannehill?
No, after Tannehill.
No, Malik Willis is
Malik Willis.
Oh yeah, Malik Willis. Yeah,
Malik Willis is in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he came out and started. I think he won 1 or 2 games. He was looking good, but in Tennessee, he was garbage.
Yeah,
he was complete garbage.
I think with him in Tennessee, though, it was a maturity issue there, as well as level of competition. And they kept saying about him, he has not faced a level of competition in college, and him coming into the pros, he it was going to take him a minute, and so he had to switch teams, get some different type of coaching. And he may be a serviceable NFL quarterback before it's all said and done, but he was in a bad situation in Tennessee.
Yeah, because in Tennessee, once again, something I've never seen, he played a game where he didn't throw not one pass. They did not let him pass not one time in one game. That's how bad he was in Tennessee, and he went to Green Bay and won a game and looking good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I put a lot on coaches. But y'all got anything else before we gotta get out of here? I just want to shout out. I can't pull it up. Twitter, y'all showing me some love. I got about 40 y'all on Twitter. What's up? I got a couple on YouTube. What's up? And my faithfuls on Facebook. Y'all got any final words before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm good. I just want to see. I need to see a repeat performance.
Okay, a repeat performance
from last week, and hopefully it's a victory. That's all I'm.
I drink to that.
Well, I what I'm just gonna say, I just want us to win. I appreciate the coach Deke for coming on. I'm gonna need Deacon to come back because he got a show tomorrow that he's gonna do. He's gonna go live. He's gonna tell you what time. And no live.
No, I just, oh my God, man, you talking about this has been a massive content week, bro.
Yes, it is. That's what we do. We grinding for the people. We grinding for them, baby. We grinding. So, Deke, plug where they can find you at and what you going on, and y'all might even see Jordan on there tomorrow. But go ahead.
No doubt. Make sure y'all follow TMD Sports. Follow me on Cleveland 13 News. You can tap my links. You can see me on Facebook, YouTube, TMD Esports, on TikTok, and all social media networks. Appreciate much love. Appreciate to My Dogs podcast, my boy TP, Coach Willer, my man. Keep doing your thing at that wood, bruh. And I got you.
What time you going live tomorrow?
We're gonna do 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. He's going live tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
All the content's been absorbed. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about.
Right. Hey, I don't know something. Hey, we the Cleveland Browns, something to go with. Hey, nobody talked about Mike Hall. I don't know how good he's been playing. Hey, and he slept.
Right.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, nobody. So you got to talk about Mike Hall. Make up something. Talk about Mike Hall and how nobody and how Deshaun Watson is taking all the everything away from me.
Deshaun might be taking up crochet here in a minute if he don't get it together, bro. You know what I'm saying? But no, TMD Sports is not always sports. Yes. Yeah, we have Brown segments, but we might run some Cavs tomorrow, man. Yes, you seen this epic beatdown tonight, man, and how does the Cavs 5-0 looking? You know what I'm saying? And what does that mean for the future of the franchise? So we might get on that too.
Yes. Well, this is your boy Thorough. This has been the My Dogs podcast, where my opinions are just my opinions. And we out.